Hey everybody, it's Liz here with TTB Media and Consulting Inc. And as you'll notice, Rochelle's not with me today. So what we're going to be talking about is actually kind of hard to think about right now, considering the weather that we're having here in Eastern Ontario. We've had a ton of snow, 3 huge snowstorms in less than a week. We have extreme cold temperatures where it's hitting minus 30, minus 35 Celsius. This weekend is also the first weekend of Winterlude, which is a huge winter festival in our area. And it's kind of hard to take that and think about summer camps. So on Mic'd Up, this episode, we're going to be talking about how to market your summer camps. I'm going to be sharing my top tips with you on how to get the word out and help fill those spots. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to plan early and often. If you haven't already started planning out your summer camps, I want you to start right now. I know it's January. Well, it's almost February really, but I know it feels like it's not the right time, but I am telling you, people are looking for summer camps now. They're already looking to find something for their kids to do. So take advantage of that, plan early, even if it's just setting the dates and the themes that you want for your summer camp. Put out those save the dates, put them out on social media, put them out through email, let your kids know in your classes and on your teams. Just tell everybody. It helps generate excitement and anticipation. And then when you post that everywhere, then you get more and more people going, oh, wait, they've got summer camps coming. So make sure you at least start there. I also recommend having a members release date for registration, whether it's members of your gym or studio. Past camp families, we include them. They really do feel special when they realize, oh, hey, they remembered us. We were with them last year, or we were with them 2-3 years ago. It's really nice to include them in that release date, the early release date. So what we do is we open summer camp registration 24 hours ahead of time for people who are either in our gym last year or for our members. So it helps them get a spot in the summer camps, and then we release it to the public. So there's a couple of small tips for you. But now I'm going to go into the ways that you can market. So these are my top 4 tips for you on how to market. Take note. First one, social media. Whether it is Instagram, Facebook, whatever kind of social media you use, you want to make sure that you're sharing the information. You can share it in any local groups that you're in, the Mommy and Me groups, a summer camp group, your regular old city group. So we have something called Belleville Neighbors. We share in there. Quinte area activities, we share it in there. So you want to make sure you get it out into as many groups as possible. Post it on your page. Obviously, you want to get that on the page. You can also create I want to say a banner for your business page. You know, at the top, like the photo that you put up there. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on that one, but you can put the information in there as well, so that as people come across your page, then they'll see that you guys have summer camps. You also want to create an event for it. So when your registration goes live, because again, that's going to help generate excitement, share that as well into the public. Answer any and all questions on all of your social media platforms. If somebody in a post is saying, hey, does anyone know about summer camps? You want to get in there. You want to put in the comments, we would love to have you join us at XYZ gym this year. Here's what we do. Our camps run this time to this time. This is, we have lots of themes to choose from. Here is a link to our summer camps page. And it's really important to put a link in there. If you just tag your gym's page, that's great, but it only brings them to your Facebook page. You want to put an actual website link that links them to the information and registration page. The more people have to click through to get to the registration point, the fewer registrations you get. People get frustrated and give up after 2 clicks. 2, that's all it takes to lose them. So make sure you put that website link in your comment. The other thing it does, which I absolutely love, it actually will create that colored box beneath your comment, which is way more noticeable for people who are scrolling through the comments. How many of us have been in that comment section and you see a link attached to something else and you click that because it's like, oh, wait, there's more information instead of going through all the comments, right? So make sure you do that. I also highly recommend you have your staff get in there and comment. So right now in our neighbor groups, we have people who are asking about fun things to do with toddlers. We have people asking about summer camps. We have people asking about PA day camps. And we have a core group of staff members that will go in and comment. They don't necessarily post the link, but they will at least tag our page, or they'll just mention us and be like, hey, this is great fun. We have this going, or this gym has this going. Not necessarily saying that they work at the gym, just getting the information out there. And then because I'm friends with my staff members and family that are commenting about it, I see their comments and then I'll go in and I'll be like, hey, we would love to have you. Here's the website link. The last thing I do in my comment every single time is I follow it. The last line is, feel free to reach out if you have any questions or would like a gym tour. So it's not about the sales pressure of, oh, we can't wait to see you because this person hasn't even decided yet. But it's, hey, you know what? You may have questions. So feel free to reach out to our business page and ask. Feel free to give us a call if you want a gym tour, anything like that, to just kind of help keep that conversation going without the pressure of assuming, yeah, you're going to come here. We all love our space, but we also have to remember our space is not necessarily the right fit for everyone. So always follow it up with that last little line. Keep that conversation open. If the person on Facebook contacts you personally, because I've had that happen, I just answer their questions. I don't redirect them to the business page. Again, it's one more click and we're going to lose them. So I literally will just answer the questions and then just say, hey, if you have any more, feel free to ask. Okay. That is tip number 1, social media. Tip number 2, email marketing. I love myself a good email automation. Whether you're putting out there like click here for more information and it adds them to our email list. People that are already on our email list, they're going to get summer camp information. We send out a save the date, summer camp registration goes live, but it sends them that information and then they can open it at their leisure. It goes directly to their phone or their email, although I will tell you that the majority of people look at their email on their phone now rather than on a desktop or a laptop. So you want to make sure that everything is bright and colorful and mobile friendly to make it easy for people to read and become engaged in your email. Your email marketing also needs to be, you got to make sure it matches your brand. If your gym or studio is quirky and fun, you want your emails to have the same vibe. If you're a more serious studio or gym, highly competitive, world's teams, blah, 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 make that email match your brand. Okay. So if you do newsletters, whether they are weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, however often you send them out, make sure you pop summer camp information in there with a link to your website, make it clickable for them so that they click on the link there and it takes them right to the summer camp registration page with all of the information. You also can do one-off emails where, as summer camp gets closer, you'll be like, hey, hope to see you at summer camp. This is what we're offering. Click here to register. Something short, sweet, not too long to read. Remind them as the dates get closer. If you have summer camp coming up starting July 1st and you still have a few spots open, send an email out the week before. People usually know what they're doing the next week, right? Especially in the summertime. Send those out. If you still have spots, keep sending those emails. Hey, we've got 2 spots left. Put that on your social media too. You'd be surprised how quickly those spots fill. Okay. If you do email automations, and I highly recommend those. If somebody opts in for summer camp information, make sure you have email automations set up. If you're unsure how to do that, you should probably get a hold of us because we can help. But an email automation just says, hey, glad to see you. Here's a link to the website for the information and to register. Call us if you have any more information. A few days later, if they haven't registered yet, hey, just checking in. Did you have any questions? A few days later, if they haven't registered yet, Don't forget, we have great summer camps. So you don't want to bombard them, but you want to make sure you have like a 3 to 4 email automation set up for them. Okay, that's tip number 2. Tip number 3, flyers. We are going old school. We are making quarter flyers, half size flyers, full page flyers. We can do mail drops. We can do door to door. We can post it up in a grocery store on the communications board. We can put it up on at our church bulletin. We can hand flyers out at your playtime, daytime groups. You can hand them out to the team and class athletes. You can hand them out at one-off events. Oh, you had a PA day? Here's a nice little flyer to take home because summer camp registration is open. Flyers you can leave anywhere. You can leave them on your communications board at your gym or studio. You can leave them on the tables. We have the little plastic tabletop things, right? And we put our flyers in there so that they're always front and center. Put it in a frame on the back of the bathroom door. Parents are going in there, they're going to use your facilities, and oh, look, summer camp registration, which sounds funny. It's not that you want them to like click a QR code while they're in the washroom, but just say, see the front desk for details, or see the front desk to register. Like you want something to remind them that summer camps are coming and that your space is a great fit for them and their family. Quarter flyers, we send them home, and by quarter flyer, in case you're unsure, it just means that it's a quarter of the size of the paper. So you actually put 4 on a page and then you just cut it, hand them out. We hand them out anywhere we go. If we're at off-site events, we'll hand those out. So anything that has a little bit of information, half size we'll put on the tables at the gym so that when parents are sitting there drinking their coffee or playing on their phone or something, it's like right there. And then full size we post up around the gym. We put them on our main entrance door. We put it on our front facing door, which is the one that the public see as they're walking around to the main entrance. We put them on our communication board. We pretty much put those everywhere. I'm just basically trying to get the information out by paper as best as we can. Not everybody opens emails. A lot of people have email fatigue. Not everybody looks at social media. A lot of people have social media fatigue. So we're trying to hit them with all the different ways, and paper is another great way to do it. Very few places still do flyers, so it's back to grabbing their attention again. Okay. And then the last tip I have for you is ads, advertising. Pay for it. Doesn't matter what your budget is. If you have a budget of $5 a day and you can only afford 1 week, do it. If your budget is $100 a day and you can do it for a whole month, do it. Okay. You want to make sure that you get the ads out. Ads out in the world have 2 different functions. If you're going to put an ad on social media, people don't normally use social media to search for specific things. So people don't necessarily go on Meta to look for summer camps. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it just comes across their feed and they'll see that ad. So I'm not saying to not do ads on social media. However, they're not going to deliberately go on Facebook and go, I'm searching for summer camps, right? If they go into a group, they might do that, but they don't use the platform itself to search for it. It's still important to put ads out there. When people talk about it, we all know we have smartphones now. When people talk about it, the next thing you know, you've got that ad, right? You're talking about a snowblower. Oh, look, you got 3 ads for snowblowers that come up the next time you open up your phone. So put your ads out there as people talk about it, as they search for those things. It'll bring your ad up. It's a great way to be in front of them with your name. And the more times they see your name, not in an annoying way, but the more times they see your name, the more they start to trust your brand. Okay. On average, a person has to have 7 points of contact with you in order to start trusting you. So if they see this ad, they see this post, they hear this commercial, they see this ad again, they're like, oh, wait, I've heard this company before. I'm going to start asking about this company. I'm going to start checking out their reviews. So the more you can do little things like that, the easier it's going to be to get them to your page to register for summer camps. Google ads, on the other hand, are very search driven. People will go on their phone and type in summer camps near me, summer camps in Belleville, Ontario, summer camps in Scarborough, Ontario. Wherever you are, they're going to be searching for that. Those Google ads are gold. I'm telling you, people deliberately use Google to search for things, and you want your ad to be the first one that they see. We consistently run Google ads, always have a birthday party ad up. So when people search birthday parties near me, we're the first hit for them. Summer camps currently have an ad going on Google, but we'll swap this out. So we'll swap out a youth sports one if our teens are starting. We'll swap out for a tumbling one if we want to fill tumbling classes. So that one is more flexible, but it doesn't have to be, like if you just constantly want an ad out there promoting your gym or studio, then do it. Summer camp specifically, I highly recommend those Google ads because that's how a lot of parents are going to find you. Okay. So those are my top 4 tips. I do have one more little one if you have the capability for in-house digital marketing. So by that, I mean, do you have a TV in your parent waiting area that runs things like promoting your events, promoting summer camps, pictures of the kids having fun? So it's not all sell, sell, sell. There's other things in there too. It's a picture of their child smiling and laughing and having fun. It's a picture of, for example, the Santa Claus parade. I know that's like a month ago, but the Santa Claus, or 2 months ago, I guess now, because they're in November, the Santa Claus parade and how much fun they had. It's a picture of another person's child we have a bragging wall when they get a tumbling skill or a parkour skill, and they can write their skill and their name and the date on the wall. Maybe it's a picture of somebody else's child writing on that wall, that sense of accomplishment. Maybe it's a group of parents, just hanging out and having fun watching their kids downstairs. So there's lots of things you can put in that, but it's kind of one of those, like it's always on that reel where, oh wait, summer camps. I'm going to ask more about that. Another way you can keep it super easy for them on all of your flyers, even on the digital screen in your own space, put a QR code so that all parents have to do is scan it. And that QR code is linked to, you guessed it, your website with the registration, right? All the information for your summer camps, all that kind of stuff. So make it super easy for people to find you, make it super easy for people to register, and make it super easy for people to ask you questions. 3 biggest takeaways. All right. Okay. So whether you are enjoying lots of snow, whether you are in a warmer climate and you're like, snow, what snow? I highly encourage you to get your summer camps ready. If you need more help, we have a fantastic summer camp package. You can find it on our website at ttbmedia.ca. It gives you everything. It gives you lesson plans. It gives you marketing. It gives you emails that you can just copy paste. It gives you photos. It's a whole package, and you can check it out there under the resources. So I highly recommend that. And as always, if you have questions, drop us a conversation, hit us up in our DMs, and we'd be more than happy to have that conversation. If you're not already in the Game Changers on Facebook, we would love to have you join us there. That community is fantastic. There's a lot of gym and studio owners in there, and we talk about all things gym and studio. All right. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and we'll see you around.